Hi, everybody. Just a quick message for this week. We're going to be continuing our work on race and media representation. You watched Dangerous Minds last week. You're going to watch an episode of a TV show called Blackish this week. And then you're going to be doing a discussion. This time there's only one discussion board because you're also going to be doing your first real homework assignment, which is a video ant. And how to do that is in the module. There's a video of how to use the software. It's pretty easy. It's not software; it's a website. It's fairly easy to figure it out. And other than that, I wanted to thank everybody for their great discussions this week. And I wanted to take a moment to highlight one of Marjorie's posts because I think some of you might be saying at this point, hey, this is all really cool and stuff, but how does this really connect to my teaching? And so Marjorie, when she was reading the Discernement part from 2 weeks ago, she realized that one of the chapters in the table of contents covered the Skippy John Jones children's book series. And she says, I had an interesting conversation with my students. My students visit the library once every 2 weeks for story time with the librarian. For the last several times, she has read a Skippy John Jones book. I've noticed during her readings that my students weren't overly engaged with the readings. For example, they never laughed at parts that were intended to be funny. My first thought was that the books were just a little too far over their heads. They're pre-K kids, and background, they're about approximately 50% Hispanic. Last week at Storytime, we were back in the classroom a little after Storytime. When we were back in the classroom, a little girl raised her hand and said, "Why does Skippy John Jones talk like that?" And this opened the floodgates for many other comments about his language and accent, which eventually led into comments that they don't think he's funny and they don't really like reading the books. Isn't it interesting that 4-year-olds picked up on this misinterpretations of their race within the book? And that's really what critical media literacy is all about, is you being able to see these undertones and these ideologies playing out and teaching your students how to do that as well. So that even if you aren't from a Hispanic background, you might be able to see how these Skippy Jones books are actually perpetuating racist stereotypes, or are perpetuating stereotypes about other communities, or are trying to send messages that perhaps you aren't intending for your students to get. So you can see how it's playing out in class. But I'm really glad that that happened. And anyway, if again, office hours on Mondays and Wednesdays, and let me know if I can help you with anything else. Thank you.